Hello and welcome to the Red Cord. I hope you all are doing well. This is a semi live reading because I have kind of announced it to a few and sent the link to a few. But because I have set a very strong intention. Hi. Okay, I will not be able to read when I'm shuffling and stuff. So please do pardon me. You can please write whatever you want to, and I will keep checking in the middle. How are you doing? So, and since this is a specific reading, my intention is for those who are aware that they are a part of a divine partnership, but are, as for the time being, they are finding themselves single. They could have just broken up from the catalyst, or um, someone they thought was their twin, and whatever might be your situation, but you are not yet sure and you would like to find out where you're at, what do you need to be working on at this time, what's coming up next for you. That's what I'm going to be talking about. But one of the I was told very categorically, one of the things I definitely have to talk about today is what I had done prior to my journey in the physical realm taking place, or beginning with my twin flame. And to cut a very long story short, is um, one of the symptoms is, once you have been doing your inner work, you've been studying, for example, metaphysics, or you've been, trying to get a overview and bigger understanding, a larger perspective on things that are the norms in the society, your own religion, what you have been taught, you're beginning to question uh, what is a true relationship, a lot of things like that. Once you start doing and you start asking yourself questions such as, uh, why am I looking for a relationship, what do I expect to gain from this relationship, is it just a need based, that yeah, I will have someone by my side, I want someone to romance me, love me, pamper me, take care of me, or is it about that we are going to give each other the turbo boost to grow, even if it means in two separate directions at times? Am I looking for someone to evolve and grow with, learn with, or am I looking for a partner just for financial gains, emotional security, or for the benefit of my family, my parents who want to see me settled? Is it because of my social status and standing, that I don't want to be seen as a single person after a certain age? What is going on? That's something you'll have to really, really introspect. And if you are aware of, be it sexual traumas, emotional traumas, feeling rejected, feeling abandoned, for a lot of us who have been in hostels, or you had to face some kind of emotional losses, some of you, if you have been divorced, or gone through major life turmoil, you will have to kind of revisit those things a lot of times from different perspectives, different lessons, right? And so with that, uh, once you start clearing, start working with Ho'oponopono, working with gratitude, with releasing, getting past life regression and inner child work done, getting a lot of, at this stage of where you might be, you might need a lot of external help. You might have to figure out which hi, welcome back. I hope I'm online now. I don't know why it suddenly had crashed, and thankfully it managed to resume. Yay, hi, thank God. So, I don't really know till where I was going live, but I was trying to speak about asking yourself why, first of all, you want to be in a romantic partnership, and then you have to be working with gratitude, ho'oponopono, clearing, taking help, be it for past life regression, inner child work. Um, Yes, um, start journaling so that you can look at the same things from different perspectives. Did I give my power away? Have I always looked towards others to take decisions on my behalf, even if it was my parents, or even if I didn't want it to, was I forced to kind of become docile, accept their decision, what I'm going to wear, what subjects I'm going to take, what I'm going to eat, whether I like it or I don't, so there'll be a lot of different angles. Did I lose my power? So you have to take your energy back and start taking decisions for yourself. Have I been assertive enough? Do I have healthy boundaries? Okay, in India especially, there's a very major issue with I'm not saying all families, but most people don't even recognize when it is ego. Okay, if for example as a child your parent asks you something and you uh, in your teenage hormones kind of have a rude tone or something, or even if you don't, but they are like, you are answering back, you are being rude, you are being disrespectful, and that leaves a person very very conflicted, not knowing that why it is so wrong to question. Just because things have been established some thousand years ago, why must I comply? And but over time, being a person as a child, you want to make your parents happy, you want to be accepted by them, and so you learn the behavior of placating, of just giving in, and now all those dysfunctions will have to be healed and you'll have to relearn a lot of things. So one of the massive issues is about ego, which people just assume falsely is about arrogance and pride. Ego is based in fear of log kya kahenge, what will other people say, or this is how it has always been done, or God is going to get angry, you're going to be punished, this is immoral. There's so much justification, there's so much judgmentalism, there's so much criticism. Anything that is slightly different from yours, there's deep rooted insecurity and fear, and automatic assumption that it is wrong. So there's an alienation, there's a sense of separatism, be it religion, caste, culture, anything. So that is a lot of stuff you have to clear out. So one of the things I was about to tell you that I had done is, automatically, when the energies come and you're ready for it, you will go through a heart chakra expansion. It may happen over a period of time. Mine happened like, it was a very painful experience. It was also a slightly scary, but thankfully I kind of understood that something is happening to my heart chakra, and so I was taking in light directly, and I just kept breathing in, and that was one of the things. And then what I had to do was, nearly every day I would sit in meditation and just keep focusing on, trying to empty my mind. And if the thoughts come, the practice was about not chasing the thoughts. It wasn't about getting bothered by that I still have thoughts, but it was about not chasing the thoughts, not actively participating just because a thought occurred that I have to think about it. And every day I would meditate, I would do certain chakra opening exercises. It was a very disciplined thing that I was doing. And then I would, on every full moon, write down a list of things that I would realize, be it a sense of entitlement, wanting to be taken care of, being someone who was somewhere I had a judgmentalism, anything that you recognize, be it in you or what you perceive in others, is a reflection of what you do carry as your shadow aspect. And I would make those lists and I would release them. I went through a lot of physical symptoms of purging and clearing. I got abscesses and a whole host of things that came up, and I went through all of that. My body wanted to heal itself from all cellular memories were getting released and all. So it was a little difficult time period, but I went through it all of it. And that's when once you suddenly find yourself in a very happy zone, right? When you are happy with what is today, not living in the future or wanting or wishful thinking, or even there's no harm. I mean, in fact, you should do it of intention setting and visualization. But living too much in the past or in the future is not the way to be. When you are happy, perfectly happy with what is, your vibration starts operating from a very high level, and that's when your twin flame or your divine partner, or if you need a karmic lesson, those they start coming in. And your catalyst, whatever you may need, if you need to go through a marriage to understand what it is, what is a true marriage, what does it mean to be responsible, what does it take to keep a relationship going, how does one nurture and water a relationship every day, all those lessons, then you may need to go through a certain relationship. Maybe you'll get into a live-in relationship, maybe you will be going through a kind of courtship with someone and realize that is not what you are meant for. So whatever the situation you will need at that time is going to come to you. Okay, once you have started clearing and released at least what is from your immediate surroundings and your current life, that's when a lot of progress then starts happening. So let me just take a sip of water because I've done a reading just before this too. I hope I'm making sense in what I was trying to say. So where are you coming from? Oh my god, I can't believe this. It's the Tower. A lot of change is happening, feeling a lot of emotional shifts in perceptions, in your understandings. Oh wow. Okay. The overall picture that I'm getting here is, in the recent past, you've gone through certain turbulences, turmoils, changes, and which has now led you currently, probably when you're watching this reading, whenever it might be, is you are probably feeling guided to take rest, to recoup, to recharge your batteries. This is a time for healing. Why? Because you are not in your emotional balance. Your emotions are all out of whack. And although you have been trying to go inward and do your introspection and get your enlightenment, but currently I think you may be wanting to spend time with others because you're kind of tired of waiting, or you are kind of getting impatient, and maybe right now you may need to connect with uh, your coach, your mentor, somebody to find your balance again, and so that you can start working towards your growth again. Because right now, after the star, you're feeling a bit defeated, you're going through rest, and there's so much emotional disturbance. Okay, so yes, you feel that you have done so much work, and yet you feel there was so much conflict, and you're wanting a huge amount of clarity, and to know which way to go, or what the hell is happening, what is this where is this leading to, is what is causing that you need to rest, you need to take it easy, you need to clear out your schedule, and literally, maybe if you can get away for a retreat, that's what you need to do. The emotional upheaval is because of being stuck in the past, grieving over something that is gone, something that was not meant for you. Behind are the two of cups that are meant for you. And so this is the devil in reverse. You're not being able to see the way out of these dark emotions where you're feeling shackled. It can be beliefs, it can be your situation, but your healing is going to take place right now. You are feeling surrounded, you could be going through your dark night of the soul, and what has happened is you're feeling this sense of depression and not wanting to do anything. You're just sitting and looking at what is gone, what is past, and that is kind of leaving you very exhausted in a limbo, in a status quo. You are just not being able to move forward or do anything at this time, and you're just hoping for some kind of new offer, something to start, okay. And it is definitely related to this is the Lovers card. You are looking heavenward, you're making a wish. This is destined as well, but this is definitely a time for you to focus on your healing. You want your divine partner for sure, you're wanting for that connection to be made, but before that you have to heal the pain, the trauma, the past that you have are carrying, that has been not necessarily recently, it could be everything that's happened till now in your life, that you have to clear out certain energies of pain and grief and things like that. And definitely you are trying to manifest, you are praying, you are asking for this divine partner of yours to come into your life, and you're waiting for to see some evidence in the physical world about that. And um, you're kind of tired of waiting, of you're not feeling your charming attractive self, you're not feeling in your elements, or maybe you're not focusing enough on yourself, your passion, your creativity. You're not being able to direct your energy in the correct spaces. And yes, the offer is going to come, new love is going to come, and it can only come in once you let go of this burden you're carrying from the past. And you're nearly there with this, right? You will reach there very quickly, you will be able to release it. There's a full moon around the corner, and after that there's ace of cup, there's ace of wands as well, which is a fresh new beginning. But look, behind the ace of wand is that tower. First the tower has to completely get destroyed. That's when this fresh new energy, fresh new beginning, fresh new beginning after the tower is when the fresh new beginning will come through with communication very speedily, very quickly. But again and again, this is the completion phase. There's 10 of wands and 10 of swords. This is the overkill, this is all the pain, the betrayal that you've been carrying. I'm sorry, my battery is running really low, so I'll just quickly tell you all the overall picture. And I pulled out some cards from your past life. What are the issues you probably currently you have to heal and deal with is your relationship with your mother, who could be very dominating, who could some maybe not be a very nurturing mother. Maybe you did not receive the kind of love, you might not be sharing a very healthy relationship with your mother. And I know it sounds very offending, but put away your emotions and look at it from a very neutral point of view, and see and work with Ho'oponopono. And this is her journey, so don't judge her journey, but free yourself from what were your expectations from her. Give her the benefit of doubt that she's done the best from where she's coming from and what she is aware, and her level of awareness, consciousness, what she is capable of giving. You may be carrying feelings of being persecuted, and this is coming from a past life where you keep feeling the world is out to get you, people are out to get you, authority figures are out to get you. Every time you think differently or make a different choice, you feel persecuted. You have been a high priest or priestess in your previous life, which also makes you very different in this life. You're already naturally inclined towards spirituality. You have to be very careful who you allow as friends in your life, because if you're looking for support, obviously if you have um, this void from your mother, and you seek that comfort outside with your friendships. For example, you may be choosing the wrong people and they'll keep repeating the same cycle, and you will just keep feeling the need to gain their approval, win their appreciation, win their love. So you have to be careful who you allow into your circle of friendship. You're very afraid of abandonment, of someone leaving, or you have a tendency to walk away the minute things get difficult, and so you may need to really work on those issues of yours. And what I can see is what leads to you feeling extremely betrayed is when someone may have a different priority, or they may need to go away for some time to do their own thing, and it leaves you feeling abandoned. Okay, so your friendships also are kind of very heavy. They are very demanding, and you need to kind of take back your power, take back your space from those who are pushing you, who don't acknowledge your no's, or who do not want to be with you except for some benefit they are getting out of you. Just be careful of that. You need to work from your intuition as a high priest and priestess to gain your inner knowledge, your healing. You know certain things intuitively, and you need to really let go of whatever happened in your previous relationships, be it with your parents, siblings, friends, ex lovers, of the grief that you're carrying, feeling shackled, feeling you are powerless, helpless in this situation, feeling a lethargy, feeling indifferent, a kind of depression has set inside of you. You have to let that go, and you need to speak your truth with your mother. Okay, you have to keep an open mind vis-a-vis who's your divine partner. Your soulmate, your twin flame may differ from your usual type and expectations. Very soon your honeymoon period is going to start coming, and like I told you, it will only happen when you have cleared out these certain energies, and when you are very happy and content with what is the current situation and your reality. And the final message from the angels for you all today is they are worth waiting for. Divine timing is at work in your love life. Like I already told you, that message definitely did come through. Um, just let me see if I can quickly read if anybody sent me any uh, questions. Do divine masculines go through the same purging, or is it just um, no, divine masculines do go through it, but it's a very different process, and that's why for them they need to exercise. No, we are not spiritually more aware. In fact, the divine masculines are doing the um, more difficult work of being in their willpower, of holding fort, holding ground in the physical realm. For example, if it was the divine feminines and we knew our partners are suffering so much or something, we might have just said, F it, and we would have gone rushing in to console them, and then they would never learn the lesson of self sufficiency, self reliance. It would probably just not work as fast, and um, we would just continue with our horrible stories of codependencies, wanting the divine masculines to take care of us, find solutions for us. you know yeah, you need to listen to your intuitions. You need to trust this journey, trust this process. It does take a lot of time, and you need to be working towards your abundance, sorting out your finances, working, because some opportunity is definitely coming your way. This opportunity could also be romantic, but okay, communicate clearly during Mercury retrograde. That's a ha ha ha. Did you see this? Like how even this reading, it just suddenly disappeared, and then again there was a glitch. It's mm-hmm, perfect timing for somebody, for something. Maybe you were thinking a thought as I was shuffling. So I'm so sorry about this. I wanted to answer a lot more questions, and somehow my because of all these glitches, my battery also seems to be discharging way faster today. I'm going to leave you all with a lot of love and light, and I welcome all my new subscribers. I thank all of you who do give me a thumbs up, who comment, who send me your questions, and those of you who share. If you have resonated, if you have enjoyed this reading, if you have found some guidance, answers, please consider subscribing and hit the bell icon so that you can get the notifications when my next video is uploaded. I so leave you all with love and light. This is Nikita. God bless you.